the governing body sent a strictly confidential letter to the Bethelites where they basically asked the Bethelites to get the corona vaccine so that they will have herd immunity at Bethel. And I've been to Bethel and I learned three things. One, always pay attention to what the governing bodies say. Two, pay twice as much attention to what they do not say, because the information they leave out, the information they omit, shows their real intention of the letter. And three, always look twice on the statistics they present, because statistics can be used in any way. So in this letter, the basic picture they paint is that they want them to take the corona vaccine. And they say something that about 18,000 Bethelites already got the vaccine, and they basically say that it's safe. They haven't heard about any major problems with this. And then on the other hand, they mention that the 20,000 Jehovah Witnesses that have died or been hospitalized within the branch territory of the United States of America were not vaccinated. 99% of them were not vaccinated. And then they move on to say that it's your choice if you want to be vaccinated. However, what you do can affect others, and it can also affect your opportunities to partake in spiritual activities, which on Bethel would mean your job. And then they say that they ask the health department to contact everyone, and if you have a medical problem that means you cannot take the vaccine, you should tell them about that. So first, when you read this letter as someone that's been on Bethel, I see it as it's mandatory. They say you can choose, however, your actions affect others. That's basically the doctrine of secondhand smoke makes you blood guilty. So that's how I interpret it. Not having the vaccine might make you blood guilty. Then when it might affect your opportunities to partake in theocratical activities, well, if you're in Bethel, that means it's your personal choice if you want to stay at Bethel. That would be coercion and might or may not be illegal, but that's how I would interpret it. And then they say, the health people will contact you, and if you can't take it for medical reasons, let them know. So they basically, I feel like, unless you have a medical reason, you're supposed to take it unless you want to get fired or be blood guilty. I think there's a part of coercion there. But like I said, when you watch or read something, you should always look, what do they not say? So what do they not say here? Well, first thing, they admit that they have a lot of statistics. They have statistics of the people that got the vaccine or not got the vaccine and died. If they have that kind of statistics, they also have statistics about how many young Jehovah Witnesses that get disfellowshipped will be asked to leave their parents and have nowhere to live even though they're minor. They probably also have statistics about how many Jehovah Witnesses that dies on the operation table even if a blood transfusion could save their life. They probably might have statistics about how many disfellowship people that commit suicide. But that's not the point. The point here is they say that out of the people that that died in the United States of America, 99% of them were not vaccinated. So this is a strong push using statistics to say, 99% of those that died or hospitalized were not vaccinated. Well, you could also say that Hitler wasn't vaccinated. 100% of Adolf Hitler, because there were no vaccine available. You cannot make statistics about how many Americans that were vaccinated when they died and include the people that died prior to the vaccine being available. Understand? That's the wrong use of statistics. I could say, you could use it anything. You could say 100% of the angels that descended from heaven to have sex with women in the days of Noah were not vaccinated. Well, that would be correct statistics if it was a true story. So when the governing body now say that 99% were not vaccinated, and the way I read it, This include everyone that died prior to vaccine being available. Well, that is a deliberately wrong use of statistics, I would say. Unless I misunderstood anything, then I would apologize. But if you think about it, who needs vaccine? Well, if you go to Jehovah Witness Kingdom Hall, you will see a lot of old ladies and a few old men called elders. These are the people who need vaccine. The governing body also is in the demographic that have a problem with corona. So that's why I will complain about this, is that they focus on getting herd immunity on Bethel. Bethelites are normally young. But it would be in the governing body's interest to have herd immunity at Bethel, because then these old men are safe. And like I said, what information do they leave out? They actually never said that the governing body themselves got a vaccine. And the way I know the organization is that you're supposed to lead by your good example. Jesus would do that. So if they would have taken this is me guessing, but I just see what information they leave out. I know a lot of people that say that I want people to take the vaccine because then that's herd immunity, and this way, me, myself, do not need to do it. So my guess on this, and this is a guess, but it's an educated guess, is that I believe that the governing body may or may not have taken the vaccine, but they really want herd immunity. And my old grandma, why didn't she get this letter? The information flow goes like this. It goes governing body, Bethel, circuit overseer, elders, ministerial servers, and then my grandma. I think my grandma should get this information first, and they should focus on herd immunity within the congregation. I'm a bit disappointed with the governing body here, because to me it seemed like they're focusing on herd immunity on Bethel, which is very good for them, but doesn't really change things for my grandma. So if you see what they leave out, I think they tricks a little with the statistics, unless I misunderstood something. And they focus on herd immunity in Bethel. Why would this be strictly confidential? I can't see anything reason for that. So, see you in paradise.